What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, I don't know why I'm so, sensitive to a lot of this stuff. Maybe it's because I recognize that even when there are articles that appear to be complimenting Wilt Chamberlain, there are some hidden criticisms, some pot shots taken at him as well during these articles. When you read these articles, if you look at them closely. Now, there's one. I'm gonna put a link to this article in the pinned comment in the comment section below. There's one where this author is talking about after the 100-point game that he had against the New York Knicks in March of 1962, which was the game was actually in Hershey, Pennsylvania. But it talks about how Wilt made the Knicks players take him home after the 100-point game. That's an interesting choice of words. Made them take him home, which is not true at all. All right. Will has talked about this. Various other players in the team have talked about this on the Knicks team. First of all, as I've said before, it was not Wilt Chamberlain, no matter what the author of this article is saying, it was not Wilt Chamberlain's intention to go out that night and score 100 points. It was not. Although there was this perception that if it was going to be done by any player, it was going to be done by Wilt Chamberlain. Because this is a man that already had scored 73, I think, and then 78 points in a ball game. And in this particular night, Wilt had 41 points. And unlike most nights, this particular night, Wilt Chamberlain was on a roll as far as shooting free throws. On a roll that he never was on before, nor quite has seen in any other game since then, despite the accusations that the stats were not real from some idiots out there spewing garbage today. But anyway, it was the idea of Guy Rodgers and the head coach of the Philadelphia Warriors for Wilt to go out there, who I believe was Frank McGuire, if I'm not mistaken. But it was the idea of those two for Wilt to go out there and go for 100. Now, of course, he went along with it. And then about sometime in the late third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, the Knicks started realizing what was up. And they started doing everything they could to try to prevent Wilt from getting 100 points. It was not to be. Wilt scored, I think, 28 points in the fourth quarter, had 69 at the start of the fourth, and scored 31 points in the fourth quarter to finish with 100 points. Matter of fact, I think the game didn't even officially end. I think there was still like a minute left on the clock when the game came to an end. But anyway, Knicks players were pissed off, obviously. Wilt was embarrassed because he scored 100 points against a team. And, it became sort of a circus because they weren't even playing within their offense anymore. Guys was just getting the ball and just trying to force it to Wilt. And that's why Wilt said he took a lot of bad shots in that game. He went from at one point shooting 24 of 36 from the floor to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was 24 of 36 from the floor going into like the fourth quarter to shooting 27 shots or something like that in the fourth quarter. He finished 12 for 27 the rest of the way because he was forcing shots, but they were trying to get him to get 100 points. He went along with it. So anyway, at the end of the game, Wilt didn't live in Philly At that time, he lived in New York City. So he asked some of the players who he knew if he can get a ride. He asked them sheepishly. They agreed, but they were pissed off. And that's when he talked about how, along the way, they're friends with Will. They're friendly. But they said, this motherfucker scored 100 points against us. What type of shit is that? 100 points? So that's what he's talking about in the story. But I don't like how the author is making it seem like Will scored 100 points and just said, hey, you guys are going to take me home or else. That's not how it went. But I know a lot of these people don't like me, man. A lot of people think I'm big-headed and, oh, man, you get this 500, 1,000 views a video. Who cares about what you think? Well, it's a reason why my channel has been shadow banned to the 10th power. It's a reason why the only people that are actually looking at my videos are people who's searching for my videos. It's a reason why, and not just me, but others, it's a reason why a lot of our content doesn't reach our subscribers, because they purposely, and when I say they, I'm talking about the people who run sports talk on YouTube and social media. They don't want people like me thriving. They want that bullshit pushed out there. They want people to listen to this dumb shit. They want people to listen to these mediocre-ass analysts and these stupid-ass people out here promoting so-called new school basketball. But anyway, just want to clear that up.